Even though National Day is tomorrow, the fun is already here in the form of a digital play pack. The tech boost is courtesy of IMDA. Users can adorn their photographs with Singapore-inspired 2D and 3D stickers of the Merlion, supertrees, or even otters. They can also pose with augmented reality or AR cutouts of uniforms of the police and red lions. People can also play with NDP-inspired AR filters on Instagram and TikTok, or try on virtual NDP temporary tattoos to show off on social media. We're joined by Timothy Xiao. He's co-founder of D-Ink. That's the tech company behind the digital Play Pack, and Jake Tan, founder of Serial Co. You are the creative tech startup behind NDP-inspired AR filters on social media. You're talking to a complete social media ignoramus here, so plenty to educate me on. Timothy, let's start with you.
Sure.
Your company developed the digital play pack for NDP this year.
That's right.
You are working with IMDA.
Yep, that's
so
right.
when you do this, what do you think about?
So IMDA came up with the concept and idea to have a digital version of the National Day Parade. From there, it slowly evolved where your traditional goodie bag could be digital. And that's where we evolved by adding content in terms of memories, in terms of augmented reality experiences, stickers and all that. And these efforts, when we came together, was also joined by two other companies, which is Hyperlab and Data Mesh. So it's a 3 companies effort.
So very, very quickly, before I get to you, Jake, so this thing you can download off the internet and then essentially I take part in my way with the NDP.
Yes, in your way, yes. You can download it from the iOS and Google Play Store. So in the app stores, the app is available. And from there, you can experience photo taking, augmented reality camera application, and also a journey in terms of different places of interest in Singapore that are either still around or changed or not even there anymore.
All right. Jake, your contribution, your company Serial Co, free NDP-inspired AR filters which one can get if one is on Instagram. Explain all that to me because it really makes no sense.
All right, so we have worked with NDP for the past 3 years to provide augmented reality experiences for them. So far, it started with the idea that we wanted to bring a more immersive and accessible experience to NDP. Not everybody can attend the NDP, be it overseas Singaporeans or people who just...
So, okay, say on Instagram, how does this work? What do I see?
You will go onto Instagram, there's like this AR filter tab, and then you'll click on it, and then you'll be able to see the AR filters that we have created thus far for NDP. Okay. So one of them, the one that we created this year is called Red Lions Experience, where you can fly down the Padang as a Red Lions, and you can really control how you fly down using your head rotation. Yeah.
All right, back to you, Timothy.
Sure.
Could you demonstrate how your filters actually look like? I heard earlier Roland actually volunteered himself as our specimen. Let's see how
Happy to oblige.
Sure.
Happy to oblige.
Okay, so the app itself, there are various sections. So creating is one. That's where we are able to experience augmented reality. So there are stickers, 2D stickers and 3D stickers. So things like the uniform itself. So let's make him part of the Red Lions. We can take a photo with this. And not forgetting, we also have 3D objects where we can bring out, for example, the Merlion by scanning the area, adding it on, and we can place Roland right next to the Merlion itself to take photos. Yep, so that's what we have. Okay.
All right, so in case you didn't know this, you were dressed in red with a Merlion right next to you, Roland. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right. Back to you, Jake.
Like
we just saw what Timothy can do. So he's really part of. So it's the icons of Singapore. What considerations do you? Okay, you're saying the example that you gave me. You can imagine yourself parachuting down. What are the challenges? What is considered something that would attract people to download on Instagram when you design these things?
Right. I guess the real challenge really is to understand what sort of experiences Singaporeans want to try out, and that's for us to really dissect and find out which portions we want to pick from an array of NDP that we can use. So for this year, with the location being Padang, we were thinking the red lines would be a really appropriate experience as you fly down and you can really see the entire cityscape.
So technically you can see my face as a red line going
Yes,
down.
exactly, yeah.
Okay.
The beginning of the experience, you fly down and then you have some smoke behind you as well before you can take control.
All right, okay.
Okay. Timothy, what's the public reception like to this NDP Play Pack? I mean, how did your team ensure that it reached as wide an audience as possible here in Singapore?
Yep. Of course, with the audience itself, you have a wide array from your youths, your young Singaporeans, to your working class, all the way to the seniors. So which is why we designed the app to have different parts in the application itself, where the young enjoy social media sharing. They like take photos, they like take videos, they like play with objects, and that's how the AR portion was designed specifically for them. But we made sure that it was easy to use so that seniors can enjoy and bond with the younger youths, and not forgetting memory lanes, the different parts of Singapore that bring back a lot of memories. So the whole team did a lot of research around Singapore to pick up many places. For example, the Old National Library, the Kranji War Memorial, and let the public know how these places used to look like and how it has changed over the years to be what it is today.
Okay, in terms of reception though, the Play Pack?
Well, there was a couple of focus group that was done. Reception was good. Most importantly, because of the focus group, we understood how they were able to use it easily, and that's where we find quite a fair bit of adoption today at the Play stores.
Okay. Jake, how do technologies like this, do you think, using AR filters, bring communities together in the physical sphere? I mean, it's one thing to be in the internet space, as it were, but relating it to the physical sphere itself.
Yeah, I think augmented reality is one of the technologies that really has the opportunity to blend physical and digital together. And because of that, we are seeing a lot more pickup, especially with community building, for example. With Pokemon Go, you will have things like, oh, which team are you in? And then you'll meet up at like Yishun Park, for example. But there's also the other aspect that we also want to create immersive experiences, give many people the opportunity, creatives, to come up with ideas that they could never come up with before.
And the graphics, that's getting more and more developed as well, not so cartoonish like in the beginning of AR.
Definitely, yeah. I think with technology improving, there's all these frontiers that we are breaking through. So we are just using all these technologies to help us achieve what we want to do.
All right, Timothy,
Yes.
this is an easy sort of 1, 2, 3 so that those at home can follow your instructions. You're saying it's easy to use.
Yep.
So tomorrow, when they use this digital play pack during the parade, whether they're at home or in the office or anywhere else watching it, how do they download and how do they then apply it very quickly?
So pretty much just like any app, you go to the App Store, you just search for NDP Digital Play Pack. Before you complete the sentences, Play Store will already show you the prompts. Click on it, download the application, and just launch it. That's about it. The rest of the entire experience itself is intuitive enough for you to explore slowly on your own.
Okay, I'm afraid we've run out of time. That was Timothy Xiao from D Inc. and Jake Tan from Serial Co. Thank you.
Thanks for coming this evening. All right.